guys playing some Madden 20. Please like, share, subscribe, comment down below.
We welcome you back to First Energy Stadium here on the lakefront in Cleveland. Currently, it's the Browns in control of the football as we resume action in quarter number 2. The Browns drive about to get started. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how with baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm. A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep him warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They'll run with Hunt on 2nd down. 4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Working out again, Mayfield. And he's got his man, that's Landry. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Big yardage there for the Browns, 18.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there, perfectly executed crossing route. The tackle made by K.J. Wright. Now we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Throwing on 2nd down. Mayfield, open man, completes it to Smith-Schuster. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Mayfield looks to throw. Got it complete to Crabtree. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. Mayfield.
Who the fuck were you throwing that to?
Juju Smith-Schuster, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd and 5. Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. They'll throw again. Here's Mayfield. And he's got the hook up to Landry. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 19. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. From the red zone now, Mayfield. Crabtree has it. Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. To throw again on 2nd down. Mayfield. This will be caught at about the 5. And he's brought down. The Browns passing game finding its stride. They've got another 1st down. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. And again, it's Mayfield. Blitz coming, and down he goes. The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. On 2nd and goal, Mayfield. And this is caught for a Browns touchdown by Landry. Jarvis Landry, as the first half is winding down, as they are now on the board here in the first half. And that's a critical touchdown. I don't want to be too hyperbolic or whatever, but they needed some points on the board before halftime.
They certainly did, and you know, it's not going to erase everything that happened in the first half. Look, they got outplayed. There's no question about that. But now it gives them a chance to regroup, feel a little bit better about themselves. And how many games have we done where we've seen everything flip when another half begins? And by the way, you say hyperbolic?
I did. Thank you. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Just 11 seconds to go in the half as they have it 1st and 10. Will indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And another mistake here defensively as a flag is down on the tackle, and that's going to tack on 15 more. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock. Tyler Lockett was the target there. That'll bring up 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Here's Carson. And this will go as a short gain on what will be the final act of this 1st half. An abbreviated halftime show as we get rolling to quarter 3. The Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first as the 2nd half is underway. This one fielded at the 5. What a spin. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They had a big 1st half. Now they have a chance to add to that lead here in the opening possession of the 2nd half.
And every
Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. DK Metcalf, his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 16 on the season, as his guys continue to pour it on.
And this is obviously quite a performance. And most of the time when we talk about someone putting a team on their back, I think we're talking about a guy who runs the football. In this case, it's a guy out wide catching it, and he's done exactly that. Truly leading his team right now towards victory.
3 touchdown catches. He's been the headliner. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. Well, later tonight, we have more football. Sunday night football, a good one out west. Steelers and Chargers might see equal amounts of black and gold mixed with a powder blue in the stands for that one. And then tomorrow, Monday night football, Detroit and Green Bay battle in the NFC North from Lambeau Field. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. He's got Njoku, his big tight end, and they're going to get him down well short of the 1st as he can only get this to the 30.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. Nearly a huge return, as it is, still a very good one. 24 yards, and it'll be Seahawk football 1st and 10. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground with Carson. Evades the tackler, and now some space. Past the 20, and he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Chris Carson, touchdown number 18 on the year, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Cleveland offense ready to go. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is, just what you said, you've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side, because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't it?
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. You never want to give up a a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it. But it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
Third and long for Mayfield. Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A big gain of 39 on third. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. On first down, they'll run with Hunt. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Mayfield on play action. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. The former number 1 overall pick, Jadeveon Clowney, in there to get him. And on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. Mayfield in this Browns offense staring at a 3rd and long now after the sack. This is the tight end, Njoku. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run out.
Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked.
Well, that field goal block pretty much sums up the day for them, doesn't it?
Boy, it really does. What's the word we often use? Symptomatic. It's just been a sign of how this one's gone.
Give a lot of credit to the guys that got in and blocked the kick. They've had the advantage all game. They continue to press it.
Now a quick slant as the throw's complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 10 yards and a Seattle 1st down. On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. And he's got a 1st down and then some at midfield. And he's going to get this into enemy territory at the 45. They get 17 on that one, move the chains, 1st down Seahawks. Back-to-back good plays, have them on the move on 1st down. They'll try the sweep. It's Lockett with it, pushing his way inside the 40. The 20. He breaks through another tackle, and he takes it down deep into enemy territory. A big play that time for the Seahawks. 42 yards.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball, protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably good for them. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. Joe Schobert picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. 2nd down and goal. Wilson. And this one's incomplete. DeAndre Hopkins, the Pro Bowler, the intended receiver. But now it's 3rd and goal. On 3rd and goal, Wilson. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. A.J. Brown, his 4th touchdown on the year, as his guys continue to pour it on.
Brandon, is there any way you and I can join this quarterback in the zone he's in? He's absolutely feeling it. Touchdown after touchdown, throwing the ball.
Extra point up and through by Myers, and the lead will swell by 1 more. So the drive there took 6 plays, and the Seahawks capping it off.
It's 72 to 7.
This will be fielded
What
up
an ass
inside the
whooping.
end zone. The Browns drive about to get started. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we also got to be a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Now a pass is taken in by Smith-Schuster. And now lined up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 43.
Partner, sold the go route really well. Thought he was going deep and curled it back inside for a nice completion.
DBs love when they pump the brakes, don't they?
Yeah, it's really a whole lot of fun. It's almost like you say, listen, you're going to sell the go, just go, and let's see who's faster.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Going to the air again with Mayfield. Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 24-yard line. On first down, it's Hunt. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. Continues to be a struggle for this offense, and this home crowd, they're growing a little restless here in the second half.
And I think they've just got to look at how they're trying to move the football. Yeah, you want to run it, but maybe you spread it out, maybe some swing passes that can take the place of runs and give you a little more space.
They'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll make it 3rd and 13. So 1st and 2nd down went the wrong direction. They'll try to do better here on 3rd and 13. Seals Jones complete, and they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll try to run with Hunt, and this will result in him losing yardage back to the 3. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look coming from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. This Seattle defense, they haven't broken yet. Coming up here on a 3rd and goal, and that's going to be intercepted. Jamal Adams with it, the all-pro safety.
Woo! And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21. 2nd and 9 now from the 21. That's complete into the hands of Carson. Look at the spin. Balance. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A gain of 28 yards there and give them a 1st down.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there. Get into the back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in his own blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
On 2nd and 1, Wilson. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And he'll get it down to the play to the 37. 7 yards there and a 1st down from the gun. It's a give to Chubb. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35. On 2nd and 9, Wilson. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Greedy Williams, the rookie out of LSU, there to knock it away. So 3rd down now. They need the 27-yard line for a 1st. Wilson. Flushed out right. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Well, there's your leading receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage, putting on another clinic, well over 100 yards.
Are we taking notes? We should be, right? Because I'm going to go back and watch this tape and really enjoy what I'm seeing. The route running, competing for the football, just breaking down a defense.
A nice pickup of 6 there to get him closer to the end zone, and it'll be 2nd and goal. 2nd and goal from the 1. There's Wilson to the goal line, but it's incomplete. DeAndre Hopkins once again the intended target, but now it's 3rd and goal. toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Boy, such a good drive. You'd hate to have it end in 3. Do you think about going for it?
Absolutely. I mean, the fact that they moved the ball so well should lead you to the decision that maybe we should go for it right here. Also, as a head coach,
Yes,
show
I'm
confidence in
recording.
your team. Let them know you think they can go get it.
So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
No, Bubba, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. So I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ways to get you into the end zone, get you 6?
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because his confidence has to be shaken. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
Mayfield leaves it for Hunt on the draw. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Here's Mayfield. Throw left side, caught by the tight end, Njoku.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball, because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
A great return there of 22 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Now Wilson on 1st down. Pass complete to Disley, the tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 1st down Seattle on a pickup of 13. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll run on 1st down. It's Carson. Darius Taylor there in to make the tackle. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Now a 1st carry for their fullback. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Just a gain of a yard there. Now will be 3rd down. The Seahawks on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. He'll find Metcalf. And he's going to have the 1st down yardage to the 35. And that'll get him the 1st down as they get 9 yards out of that quick slant. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Trucks over it. And he sheds a tackle. Now he's got some space. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. Nick Chubb, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. So another score there. Often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the 4th quarter. Was this fielded at the goal line? And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I was talking about offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut it. All right? So you got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field with this drive. Poor punter. Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But listen, if something there got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. On 3rd down, Mayfield. And he's got his man. That's Landry. Just what the Browns needed there. Good for a gain of 17. On 1st and 10, Mayfield. It's caught by Crabtree. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. That throw good for 4. It's second down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up second and 6. Mayfield tosses one complete to Landry. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. First down, Mayfield. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. Kareem Hunt is running back, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a second and 10. To throw, Mayfield gets this to Kareem Hunt, his running back. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a third down. The last completion actually lost a yard, so now they'll need to convert on third down. Mayfield with it once more. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And that'll wind up incomplete.
Fourth.
Bold play call there. Now it's fourth down.
Bonus the ball, bitch.
He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself. But you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup, let him get some time?
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row. They were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. These guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. That's always puzzled me a little bit.
A third down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. On first down, Carson. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards. They'll run on first down. It's Carson, and he's going to take this across the 15 into Browns territory. Brought down that time by Christian Kirksey. They go with Chubb on second down. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. That one good for 14 and a Seahawk first.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
Chubb with a first down carries. He'll get about 3 out of it. They get second and 7 coming up. A gain of 3, second down. From the 30 on second down, Wilson.
I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short in the fourth quarter.
Maybe you do start to watch as the arm there, the leg's still there. And he is in for the Seahawks.
Boom!
Touchdown.
That scare you?
Woo! 30 yards as his guys continue to pour it on.
Well, this game is definitely over, but we do know some
89-7.
continue to add.
I only let them score a touchdown on me.
I don't know that they need to add any more right now.
What an ass whooping, isn't it?
Dinner plans tonight, my friend.
Well, you and I'll be thinking about dinner plans, but we also know that playing people are thinking, how can I get some more scores for my fantasy, forever?
You know how many minute quarters I'm playing?
Part out now.
By the way, last
15.
weekend we went sushi because that's what you wanted. We're going steak tonight.
I'm in.
All right. And he will be
Defense.
right there at the 20-yard line. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And down on the scoreboard, certainly
That's all on
needing to
it.
avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score.
Go down, bitch!
Here comes him down.
Even though I like you, Baker, but you go down.
Woods able to record his 5th sack of the season.
That right now.
That's why you have no blockers.
Totally their body language.
Hands on hips. Head
Ah, they got me.
It's just been a strong
Encroachment.
start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten.
New transaction. Yeah,
So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
Not how you connect.
Second down, Mayfield. And he completes it to Hunt. One thing I think it's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra.
Who the fuck was that going to?
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
35 yards on the return. Picked up some good blocks as well. The Seahawks will have great field position to start this drive. They take over on the short side of the field. On first down, Carson. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Now it's Wilson. And that will be incomplete.
Fuck.
Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down. The Seahawks on third down. They've hit on half of them, 5 for 10. This is 3rd and 7. Now it's Carson.
I got that first.
Depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. But it's complete to Lockett. And some room to work. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. So not only do they convert on 4th, but they pick up 22 yards in the process. They'll run on first down. It's Carson. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. They run again with Carson. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. That leads us to a 1st and goal. It's a pickup of 8. They'll try to run with Carson. And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. Chris Carson.
I just scored again.
Touchdown, his 2nd of the game. As his guys continue to put this one out of reach.
There's no doubt in my mind.
Did you hear that? Did you hear the...
It's not scales, right? I don't hear scales. Do I actually hear a tune being warbled?
I think the fat lady's humming.
Yeah, she's doing more than humming. She's belting it out right now.
She's full bore.
Yeah, this thing is flat out finished.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Browns offense back onto the field. And right now they've got
Shadow!
a little bit of maybe doubting because...
She knocked my fucking phone down. Shadow, lay down and stay.
Drives have ended with him punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
7 yards to pick up on the pitch and catch. Throwing again on 2nd down. Mayfield. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. A first down throw for Mayfield. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. They'll throw again. Here's Mayfield. And the Seahawk defense gets to him and they bring him down. Bobby Wagner, the former 2nd rounder out of Utah State with a sack. Mayfield and this Browns offense staring at a 3rd and long now after the sack. 3rd and long for Mayfield. And he's got the hook up to Landry. yards that time. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
Pass complete there to Crabtree. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. A good play there as the Browns strike for 16 on a first down. Mayfield now looking to throw on first down. He'll find his tight end, Seals Jones. And down inside the 15 he goes. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12. Mayfield brings him up first and 10. And he's 5 for 6 now throwing the ball on this drive. Now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. He was trying to get it to his tight end, David Njoku, and that'll bring up second down. After the incomplete pass, here now is second and 10. Mayfield gives this one to Hunt. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Just a couple there on the second down run. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8 situation. Mayfield from the gun on 3rd down. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. Offensively, they're going to have to figure this out before next week. 7 sacks in one game.
Yeah, that's more than any quarterback should have to bear. And if this continues on, there will be another quarterback in the game because
He missed it! Oh, no.
This week after week.
Well, in the grand scheme of things, those 3 points likely not going to matter much, but I guess they get a little closer, a little more respectability.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been outplayed all game long, but like my mom used to tell me all the time before I went out, dress up a little bit, son. Make yourself respectable. And that's what they're doing here. They're just dressing up the final score.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. The outcome of this one, well, we know who's going to win it. It's just all window dressing at this point. Got me thinking, what's the biggest blowout? Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. And for them, this train, it just keeps rolling, doesn't it? Well on their way to yet another victory.
Yeah, it's almost a runaway, isn't it? And you just wonder how anyone could stop this. They got full momentum going, full confidence going. But it's not just their own confidence that's leading them. It's the lack of confidence against their opponents now because they see them coming and think, we got no shot to beat this team.
The kick team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And his guys are going to start their drive right at the 20-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. And they had a long drive last time, but they had to settle for a field goal. I'm sure that's how it felt to them settling. They probably should have gotten the answer.
Yeah, not right now, joy, right? Because that's what you get when you put the ball in the end zone. But there are benefits to that type of a long drive. Your defense gets a chance to take a break, adjust a little bit, maybe get themselves ready to get back out on the field and play a little bit better. So they'll take the benefit even though they're...
Oh, Jordan!
Down the other defense, we'll see. Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by the all-pro free safety, Earl Thomas. And he's going to score. It's a Seahawk touchdown. Now remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
Shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback, but the ball's in the air. They treat it like they're the receivers, and they went after that one. They took it all the way.
A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard.
I'm so sorry, I accidentally turned off my TV.
You did?
Yeah, look.
Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now Mayfield. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Mayfield down. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. They have the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here. 3rd and 10. Working out the gun. Mayfield. And that will be incomplete. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
So possession goes over here on the punt. And that will come the offense.